In the following tutorial, we will be going over how to set up Microsoft Entra ID against your GitHub Enterprise Cloud Organization. For this setup, you will need to be at least a GitHub organizational owner, and in Microsoft Azure, you will need to be at least a global admin for your tenant. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and access my organizations, and I'm going to select my Microsoft Entra ID single sign-on org. From here, as I am an organizational owner, I do have access to the settings, so I can go ahead and click on Settings. From Settings, I'm going to scroll all the way down to where it says Security, Authentication Security. And I'm going to go ahead and under SAML Single Sign-On, I'll enable SAML Authentication. Now, since I need to obtain these values before I can continue, I'm going to go ahead and jump into Microsoft Azure. From within Azure, I'm going to access my enterprise applications. And I'll create a new application by clicking on New Application. From the Microsoft Entra gallery, I'm going to search for GitHub. Now, within my search, you can see that I have a significant amount of apps for GitHub. Now, for this setup, it's important we select the correct application. In this case, it's going to be GitHub Enterprise Cloud Organization. Now, this org will give us access to SAML for authentication and SCIM for user provisioning, which we will also be setting up in this video. Now, the name is really not relevant to the setup, but as a good practice, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back into GitHub, and I'm going to copy the org name. I personally like to copy it from the URL. It's right after github.com/organizations and the name of your org. And use that as my identifier, as I might have multiple apps. Hence, having the name of my org being the identifier just helps me identify it better. Once done, I'm going to go ahead and click Create. Once my application has been added and created, from here, I'm going to go ahead and hit Set up Single Sign-On, Get Started. Within this panel, I'll select SAML. Once I click on it, it'll take me to a SAML setup of my application. As a first step, I do suggest that even before we start filling this out, you go under Users and Groups and add your user. Now, this is a good practice because at a certain point in time in this setup, we're going to have to go into GitHub and test our authentication against Microsoft Entra ID. If our user is not added, when you try to do the test, it will most probably fail because since your user is not added, the user is not authorized to authenticate against this application. Therefore, adding this user early on in the setup will just save you some time. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Users and Groups. I'm going to add a user. From the selection, I'm going to hit on Non-Selected. This pretty much opens the panel where I can go ahead and search for my user. I'm going to select my user and assign it by clicking on Assign. Once assigned, my user will appear under Users and Groups. Now from here, we're okay to proceed. I'm going to go ahead and click on Single Sign-On. Go into SAML and begin our setup. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit. And we're going to have to fill out some of these values. Now, the URL examples that are given here, I do suggest that you rather use the ones from the Microsoft documentation, which I'll be linking the docs directly within this video under the description so that it's easier for you to find them. Now, I have those docs already opened up right here so we can easily obtain the values that we need. So I'm going to start with the identifier. I'm going to click on Add Identifier, and I'm going to jump into the Microsoft documentation. And I will pick up my identifier directly from here. Now I'm going to go back into Microsoft Entra ID and paste that value here. Now you'll notice it's asking for our organizational ID. Now in this case, my org ID will be my organizational name. If we go back into GitHub, you'll notice that this is the same name that's being provided on the URL. I particularly suggest that you select the one from the URL directly, just to make sure you're hitting the right endpoint. Now, I'll go back into Microsoft Entra ID and paste that value right here. Now, we'll proceed with the reply URL by clicking on @reply URL. I'm going to go back into the Microsoft Docs and pick up that URL directly from here. So copied, I'll go back into Microsoft Entra ID and paste that value under the reply URL. And I'll replace the organizational ID as I did before with my organizational name. And finally, we'll proceed with the sign-on URL. I'm going to go back into Microsoft Docs and copy that sign-on URL. And back into Microsoft Entra ID and paste it under sign-on URL. Now, when you're replacing the organizational name, make sure that when you're pasting this value, you're not removing any forward slashes or adding any spaces. That's a common error I've seen, which actually caused this to fail. So as long as you don't have any spaces and your org ID and name is pretty much the same, you should be okay. Now that we've done this step, I'm going to go ahead and click on Save. Now once saved, a prompt will appear letting you know that you have successfully saved your configuration. Let's go ahead and close that out. Now, the following pop-up will appear telling you to test your single sign-on configuration. If you test this right now, it will not work. Keep in mind that we still have to enable SAML in GitHub. Until we do that step, if you try to test this right now, this will fail. So you go ahead and click on No, I'll test later. And scroll down so we can start setting up GitHub. Now from a GitHub side of things, you're going to need a couple of values. You're going to need the login URL, the Microsoft Entra identifier, and the base64 certificate. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the login URL by copying this value from here, going back into GitHub, scrolling a little bit down, and under sign-on URL, paste that value there. Then we go back into Microsoft Entra ID, copy the Microsoft identifier, go back into GitHub and paste it under issuer. And finally, for the public certificate, go ahead and go back into Microsoft Entra ID. You want to download the base64 certificate. And what you're going to do is, I'm going to open it in my Finder, and for my certificate, I'm going to go ahead and open this up against Visual Studio Code, which is what I usually use. You can use a notepad, it's fine as well. And I'm going to copy it from here. Now that I've copied it, I'm going to go back into GitHub. And then paste the certificate right here. As a good practice, I like to expand this just a little bit to make sure I'm not adding any additional spaces. Everything looks good here. And finally, I'm going to go ahead and test my SAML configuration. Once I selected it, I can already see that my setup has passed. As I get the message, your SAML provider settings have been validated. Remember to save your changes. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll all the way down and save my changes. Great. At this point, we're halfway done. We have already enabled SAML for user authentication. Now, before we enable SCIM for user provisioning, I do advise that under third-party access, you click on Zero Auth App Policy. And sometimes, by default, you will have this restriction which says access restricted. I advise that you remove this restriction for now. In case you don't have this restriction, there's nothing to do. You can proceed to the next step once we're on it. Since I do have that restriction, I'm going to go ahead and remove the restriction. Now, if you do want your applications to be restricted, I do advise that you check out the documentation by clicking on the hyperlink, read more about third-party access and orgs, so you can specifically allow the Microsoft Azure app that we're creating with Microsoft Entra ID to be allowed to have access within your org. Now that I've removed the restrictions, I'm going to go now and go into Microsoft Entra ID, and I'm going to go into provisioning. And within provisioning, I'm going to click on Get Started. And under provisioning mode, manual, I'm going to change this to automatic. Now it's going to request for some admin credentials. Now, for this admin credentials, you actually need an API. I already have the documentation up here. I'm going to be sharing this documentation within the video description. But within the documentation, the URL that you need is exactly this one. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go back into Microsoft Entra ID. I'm going to paste it right here, and it's asking for my organization name. So I'm going to go back into GitHub, copy my org name from the URL, then go back into Microsoft Entra ID and replace it. Now, please be careful with this step. You do not want to add another / or add another space or remove the / from here. Make sure that you have no spaces before you hit an authorize. Now, since I made sure that I don't have any spaces, I'm going to go ahead and click on authorize. Great. Now that my authorization has passed successfully, I'm going to go ahead and click on save. Now, before I do, you might have seen a pop-out appear. The reason I was not asked to re-authenticate is because I'm using the same browser to log into GitHub and to Microsoft Entra ID. If you're not using the same browser, then you will need to log into GitHub. Please keep in mind that you must use the same account we have been using in GitHub as your enterprise organizational owner account so that you're able to grant that authorization. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and click on save. Once saved, I'm going to click on the hyperlink to go back into my applications overview for provisioning, and I'm going to start the provisioning. Now, user provisioning is done automatically. It takes anywhere from 40 to 45 minutes. That's on a fixed cron. But if you do not want to wait for the provisioning to happen, what you can do is click on Provision on Demand. Provision on Demand will allow you to skip that flow and pretty much just provision your users as soon as you want. That also includes groups. I do want to see how this looks. I'm going to copy the name of my app and go back into the Microsoft Entra gallery, back into applications, and then search for my application. The reason I'm doing this is mostly to cause the UI to refresh so that I can show you some of the settings that have already changed. So I'll go back into the provisioning tab. And from here, I can already see there is one user has been provisioned. Provisioning is working flawlessly. Everything looks good. Now at this point, I'm going to go back into GitHub. And from GitHub, I'm going to go into my organization's overview. And I already see that I have a banner that I need to authenticate my account. This is because single sign-on is not enforced. We're going to be talking about that in a minute. For now, let's go ahead and click on People. Now, within People, you can see there's an invitation. Now, the reason there's an invitation is because we already set up Skim and we try to provision my user. So the user that you're seeing here that says provisioned is the one that you're seeing here. The way that this works in GitHub is that GitHub will go ahead and send out an invitation to that user to join your organization. Once they receive that invite, they will need to authenticate with their GitHub account or via your single sign-on. Now, this brings me to enforcing SSO. At the current moment, I can either access my org through my GitHub login because I am a member of the org, or I can choose to authenticate my account against SSO to link my account. But let's say you do not want your users to just be able to use your GitHub account. You want them to go through the SSO flow and authenticate against your provider. In this case, Microsoft Entra ID. For such, you're going to have to go into Settings, scroll down to where it says Authentication Security, and from the SAML single sign-on, scroll a little bit down, and before we can even enforce SSO, you're going to have to sign in with single sign-on. So I'm going to go ahead and hit on this hyperlink. I'm taken through the flow to authenticate against Microsoft Entra ID. Once done, I'm already authenticated with SSO. The app has validated that I do have access, and it allows me to proceed. Now from here, I can enforce SSO. Now, enforcing SSO means that users will not be able to access my organizational resources unless they have authenticated against my Microsoft Entra ID. Additionally, it's important to watch out before you enable the settings, because if you do, bot accounts need to be named accounts within your Microsoft Entra ID tenant. And any user that have not linked their account. Linking their account means that they have accessed your org and they have clicked on authenticate against SSO. That creates a link between their accounts, their GitHub account and your IDP account. If they have not done that flow and you enforce SSO, those accounts will be removed. Now, you can re-add those accounts and they'll need to go through the flow to authenticate and link their account, but that's something to keep in mind. Now, I already marked this checkbox. If you haven't, please go ahead and do so. And we're going to go ahead and click on Save. Once I hit on Save, GitHub provides me with single sign-on recovery codes. These codes are important because if at any point in time something happens with the communication between Microsoft Entra and GitHub and I'm unable to single sign-on to access my org, the only way I'm going to be able to access this is through these codes. Let's say your certificate expires, or you change the configuration within Microsoft Entra ID, and you're unable to log into GitHub. As an organizational owner, you're going to still be able to log in using these codes and be able to recover your access. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these codes. You can also download them or print them and store them in a secure location. Once done, I'm going to scroll down and hit back to settings. At this point, we're done setting up SAML and we're done setting up SCIM for GitHub against Microsoft Entra ID.